Hey everybody, welcome back to Superman Crypto. Your host, Superman in the house. And of course, we got some cool news. Of course, Fenix, the big staking protocol, has launched on Polygon. There's the first launch. Obviously, coming up, it's going to launch on the 13th of May on Ethereum. And then I think it's the 21st of May on BNB chain. And then all the other chains after that later in the month. So pretty exciting. So let's get into it. We got Joe Blau here. Woke up 8 hours ago. I'm awake. Obviously, excitement is imbuing. And then, of course, 8 hours ago, he did a live stream for Fenix Protocol, which is pretty cool. Launching Fenix on Polygon there. So live, so you can check that out as well. So we'll just have a quick check on that in the browser here. So cool. That is Joe Blau there launching his protocol. So definitely check out that video as well. So I'll leave the link to Joe Blau's Twitter in the space, then you can get onto that video. So big shout out to Joe for launching that. A lot of work there, which is pretty cool. Then of course 6 hours ago, live Fenix Protocol is live, which is pretty awesome. That was from Joe Blau, so it's been live for 6 hours. Really cool. So you're early. You don't have to rush either. Remember, the advice was there is up to 3 weeks there for window of opportunity to get in. So Fenix is now live on Polygon. Contract address, and of course that is it there. So contract address OXC3. Ends in 8055, so remember that. Pretty cool. We're going to pull that up in the browser actually. So it's kind of cool. We'll spread the word on that one. Congrats to Joe Blau and the team from KG from Internet Money. Lots of other people in there too. So very, very excited people in there. Works fine, says PulseX boy, which is kind of cool. He's got some transactions there. Nice. mPhoenix in his wallet, looking cool. So that's pretty neat there as well. All right, so let's go into the update there on the website. So the website is phoenix.fyi, and of course, it's only working on Polygon. So the only chain active is Polygon. So you can see Polygon's active there. Equity supply 160 million at the moment, and the reward there 345 million. This is in Fenix. Remember, you have to burn 1,000 there for Fenix. So if you go to the burn, you can burn Zen and so forth. So if you put in 1, 2, 3. You can what's it? The 110,000, 100,000 there. So 100,000 Fenix is going to get you one Fenix. Yes, 100,000 Zen can get one Fenix. 1 Zen is going to get you 1 Fenix there. Now remember, every time you do burn some Zen and get a Fenix, that the Zen, the Fenix, not only do you get that Fenix, but a copy goes to the big 13-week flush reward address that gets flushed later on. And so that's really, really important there. It's kind of cool. So that's kind of neat there. And of course, so you have to approve the Fenix, you have to burn the Fenix, and then of course it will go to the stake button there. You have to start the stake on the Fenix there. Obviously, you can buy on the market now too. So we're going to quickly check that out. So Fenix there and the number of days, you can set that up. Pretty cool. What else there? You can look at your active stakes once they're up and running. Your active stakes will be on here. And the reward pool over here shows the maturity date. Any users can claim the reward once the cooldown has elapsed. Remember, I think there was 3 weeks for that. So it's got maturity date the 21st of May. So that is the cool days. So 20 days and 15 hours. So yeah, 23 weeks. That is the time. So you don't have to rush. You can get in before that period of time. And the reward pool at the moment, 345,000 Fenix. Stake pool supply 162,000. So pretty cool. That is what it's all about. So nice and easy to understand in many ways. And of course, you've got access to the light paper down the bottom there. I did go through that the other day on this channel. You can check out the video. We talked all the way through that. So pretty cool. So it's pretty nice. Now you can add the mPhoenix token to your wallet just by clicking the button there, and it will add the token. So it's pretty easy. I just did that on my wallet, so it's pretty nice. And let's actually pull up the contract on Dex Screener. We've already got liquidity there, so it looks like 40,000. I'm going to save that to my favorites. So it looks like we've got, actually, I'll save that to my, let me go. No, I've missed that one now. But anyway, here's the price here. So the price here, obviously, typically, you always get this crazy volatility at the beginning when you set up liquidity pools. You can kind of ignore that. And we did have a spike, though. This is on the 15-minute chart. So we have a spike up to 0.003, so just over a third of a penny up here. But most of the time, it's down here at just under 0.2 of a penny. So 0.0017 is the price at the moment. Let's have a look at the supply. So down 2.4%, but it's only just launched just a little while ago. There's a 15-minute chart. Let's go to the hourly, but easier to see. So yeah, it's only a couple of hours old. So what's that for? A few hours old there, maybe 8 hours. So it's pretty cool. 525 buys, 358 sells on this particular pair. Remember, there's two main pairs with 84K versus 82, 40,000 liquidity there. So brand new chart, but starting off quite nicely there with the old Fenix. Typically, these things might go like this and then have a run up, right? So that's definitely possible. Not financial advice, but typically these things have a nice little run up. We will have a look at that, particularly maybe 3 weeks when the big reward comes in. We'll see. All right, that is pretty much it. So that's up and running. You can participate in that. All the links in the video description. Let's see what Jack Levin says about it. He says 7 hours ago, Fenix Polygon launch live. Very cool. And he's got the links there, which I've already retweeted, so I don't have to retweet that. Fenix is live on Polygon. 9 more chains to go. Obviously, next one up is Fenix on Ethereum, which is going to be pretty big, no doubt. 6 hours ago, he also put in Moonbeam chain usage is up 500x before versus Zen, so it's pretty nice. Emergency evolution in progress, pretty cool. You can see number one ranked there is mXen there. What else is Jack? So Jake Sharp, another big YouTuber, is now covering Zen pretty full on too. So that's the YouTuber influencers growing and growing by the day. So it's a building system. Building on Zen is a gift because you can launch a project, make it burn Zen, set a price floor, and bootstrap an entire initial community. No illegal ICO, sacrifice, illegal attack, lawsuit, haunting you for the rest of your life. Clean, pure, and fair launches without any worries. So it's a nice, another big influence in the place there. How many followers he's got? He's got on Twitter, he's got 22,000. Plus, he's fairly sized YouTuber on YouTube. Oh, Jackson retweeted his other one here too. Fenix on Polygon burned over $500,000, 2.2 trillion of Zen within the first few hours of being live. Zen on Polygon is currently sitting at only 5 million market cap. That's 10% of the market cap burn in other 6 hours. So really good observations. This is only 4 hours ago. Fenix is coming to ETH Zen on May the 13th. Apparently, I'm stupid for thinking this is bullish. So that is bullish there coming up. And of course, we've been talking about that every day. So kind of cool. What else is in there? 3 hours ago, mXen pumped 30x in April, not even peak. Fenix protocol enters the room, which is pretty cool. Number two, this account bought mXen $124. And of course, that's now worth $4 million. So some pretty bullish outcomes for people. What else is coming in there? Senzu there, the Fenix protocol. Staking is a non-computational heavy operation. Incentivizes you to end your stake on time. Two separate functions calculate what your stake will be, depending on when you end your stake there for the Fenix protocol, which is just launched, which is pretty cool. You can see that's from the highlights there. So pretty cool with staking. All right, what's that? 1 hour ago, let's bring more life to layer 2s. Obviously, the layer 2 optimism, arbitrism, is it? Yeah, is coming. So they're on testnet. So very, very exciting. Looks like Zen's going to be launching on that. So that'll be 12 chains, plus of course the Zen Knights on Bitcoin. Is it quasi 13 chains? So pretty cool. Cross chain is a big part of the ecosystem. So let's jump over to the Zen dashboard here. We can see that, let's go to the mXen Polygon and let's have a look at the supply numbers. So pop this up. Let's have a look here. So cool. Let us jump through here. I'm not sure. We'll have a look at some of the charts. Let's go where we're going here. Liquid supply and a daily supply change. Stake supply, liquid supply, active mint is there. Oh, it's not quite what I thought I was going to see. Let's go to the, thought we had the data on here. We don't seem to have the data, but we've had big burns on the Polygon supply. Let me have a look here. Zen burn dashboard. This might be the one I'm after. There's a lot of information on zen.pub. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out because it's full, packed full of information. So definitely check that out. Wait for that to update. All right, let's go to the Polygon chain. I'm sure it's down there somewhere. Polygon mint here. So yeah, big mints here. So I'm not sure if this has pulled in all the data at the moment in real time. I think it does, but what do we got there? It doesn't have the burn on at the moment for Fenix because Fenix is brand new, so it hasn't been updated for that. That's pretty funny. All right, so stay tuned for that because that's coming out there. We'll look at the burn. All right, so let's have a look at the mXen here on the Polygon Zen chains. Actually, we're going to look at DBZen on Ethereum. We'll jump to that. But before we do that, though, let's jump over to the mXen price. So mXen price there, as a result of the Fenix launch and the big burn, is at 18.1814. So it's holding up okay. Holding up okay. We didn't quite get the huge uplift that we're expecting. It seems these uplifts seems to be happening several days ahead of the move at the stage, but we have got higher lows, so that's kind of positive there on the mXen price. We've got 1,392 buys, which is 64% of the buy trades, and the buy volume there 308 versus 299, so slightly ahead, 5% on the 24 hours. So it's not too bad, but not quite as strong as we might have expected, which seems like we had a lot of the pump much earlier when it was announced. So just the way it goes, 180,000 on that on liquidity, but holding up fairly well at 1814. And of course, more Zen being burned on Polygon as a general positive, right? So that's kind of cool. Let's have a quick look at the actual Polygon mXen on the chain. So let's have a look here on holders. We can see that top holder wallets here. Let me just go back to the transfers. We've got a lot of Zen burn. Look at all the Zen burn. It's being burned in the account there, 2 million. So lots of burn going on there. Let's have a quick look here. We should be able to get to Fenix. So a lot of people are minting Fenix and they're getting there. So 2 million Zen there gets you 200 Fenix. Gives you a good example, which is pretty cool. I don't think that will have anything on this null address. So no, that doesn't show up anything. I didn't think it was going to. Well, we're trying that. Let's go to the mXen Fenix there. Have a look on the actual wallet. This is Fenix on the blockchain. This is the new coin that just launched. So there is 191, obviously. There's 1,284 holders, which is pretty cool. And let's see where this has got our leaderboards here. This is the leaders here. We've obviously got liquidity. And then we've got our top holders here, 5.2%, and these wallets 3% on the Fenix. So that is the top holders. You can check through that. I might leave that link in the video description. Let's go to the contract and have a look at the read only, see what functions we've got here. Going through this. I didn't plan on doing this, so we're just going through this live. Reward, stake supply, and nothing that I would particularly want to look at there at the moment. Burn ratio, of course, 10,001. What's on the right contract there? Approve, burn Zen. Yeah, just some of the action stuff. So all of these things are on the website, so you don't have to do all of that stuff. Okay, cool. That is that. Where are we up to? I think we're up to doing pretty good. Let's go to DBZen and have a look at the Zen burn on Ethereum now. So we're shifting gear from Polygon to there. Hopefully you got a few insights from that Fenix launch, and I'll leave the link to the contracts in the video description. Always double check with the official accounts, of course. Aim to do the best, but you must check on that one. All right, so the burn on DBZen. Oh, wow, great. So yesterday on the 27th, we're at 36.3, which was pretty on the low side. We managed to pump back up to almost 41 billion on Zen burn on Ethereum there through DBZen. So that's kind of cool. Nice little uplift. We're definitely on the bottom line here. So might reasonable expect to see another run up here, and especially subject to gas as well. Lower gas prices could do that. So keep watching out for that. I've typically seen that in projects like this. First 2 months in particular, we often get a couple of rises, falls there. So keep looking out for that second mountain, as it were. So it's kind of cool. Let's have a look at the current cycle. Current cycle, we've got 1.25 billion at the top there. People are getting in at a right 30 Gwei, 32 Gwei, 30 Gwei, 28 Gwei. That's pretty good. 52 Gwei, that's very high. 45 Gwei, that's very high compared to the ones got much better deals, right? Getting in this price. So Gwei there. So obviously the reward is 89,000. So that will get arbitraged in. We'll see a lot more Zen going in there to try and get those deals. Very, very cool. So what do we got here? We got 2,670 people have been unique minters so far. The current auction is 9,268 DXN. This is in the auction up for grabs. It goes down by 0.2% a day. We see that the price of DXN is at $31.53 there. So it's just sort of like finding its bottom at the moment. So it could be the bottom, and those typically good times for people to try and get in there. Not financial advice, of course. The stakes are slowly going up there. The reward claims of DXN sort of been up and down, typically up and down there. Sometimes if there's a lot of claims, you might see more downward pressure on the price, but that is kind of where we are at the moment on that one. And I think that's kind of it on the commentary there. You can see there's a lot of data, but those are some of the highlights there. Let's jump over to Zen on the on price, the Zen price on Ethereum. We see that we've just coming down, just taking a little bit of profit taking into here on the Fibonacci. We're just below the 50. We're down at 5,000 here, so testing the 5,000 line at the moment. So that's kind of where we are there in terms of the time scale. We are obviously Fenix just launched on Polygon, and we're how many days away until it launches on Ethereum. Fenix is going to launch on Ethereum in 13 days, 13 days away. So pretty cool. 13 days until that time. So that's where we are there at the moment. 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks till Fenix launches on Ethereum. So pretty bullish. We'll be watching the data on Fenix on the Polygon, and obviously the burn started off pretty well, as you saw with the comment here from Jack. Was it Jake? Is it Jake? There with the burn. So big burns, 2.2 trillion. So a lot of burning going on there. All right, let's move on from the price here. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to sort of curve back up here leading into Fenix. So get some sort of curve back up. It might reasonable to expect. So we'll be looking forward to that. All right, let's get into the supply. The supply is definitely up though, and so this definitely played into the price. So I called that yesterday with the higher supply that we would get. Gives you more down pressure than up pressure. So that's why we look at the circulating liquid supply so much. So it has gone back over 9 trillion. So a big rise, but we did have some decent candles coming out over the weekend. So that was not no surprises there. Staked is not too bad, 1.6 trillion. Like to see that go up though. That's kind of the play there. Let's jump over to the Zen supply. Yeah, so there we are. You can see the Zen supply. We had 11 billion come out of staked on the 29th. And 51 billion got burned. So 51 billion is actually the minimum day. You know, I always say 50 billion is kind of minimum, but getting up to 100 million or 100 billion or more is where you want to be. So we haven't seen that for a little while. We had quite a few increases today, so that's that sort of downward pressure on price. So hopefully, as we head into next week, we get some nice, maybe some uplift in the Zen DVZN burn. Leading into, still 2 weeks away until 13 days away until Fenix launches for that second big protocol to launch. So yeah, just take into account. So up 144 billion, which is a big increase. So no surprise there. That's what I said yesterday. So there we are. We've got total liquid though is 56.99%. So it's up a little bit there from yesterday. But the total burns up 4.8 trillion, heading towards 5 trillion, 30.54%. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, it would be nice to see stakes uplift a little bit there, get to 18% APY. And of course, looking ahead on the future mints, we've got lowered weeks. So we've got the weekdays coming ahead of us, but we're still absorbing the weekend bigger candles. I think yesterday was 111 billion, so we're still absorbing that. And based it on here, so cool. So 65 billion there is the daily claimables. Looks like we've got about 140 or so that we can still tried to absorb with burning. So we're at 65 billion for the 1st of May, 659 for the 2nd of May, 81.5 for the 3rd of May, then 71, and then 71 again for the 4th and 5th of May, leading into the 6th there, which is quite low, 89. That's not too bad. But like I say, we're wanting to start getting into instead of 50 billion, 100 billion mints on some of these days. To absorb a lot of the new supply. Then coming in on the 7th there, we've got 166 billion. So we've got to absorb that too. So that leads us into Fenix. Now, Fenix is going to be on the 13th. So it's before the two big candles. Remember these two big ones, 335 billion and 325. So Fenix is launching on this day, which is perfect timing. And we'll see what some of these guys do with that. Will they go into DBZN? Will they go into Fenix, which is brand new, or will they hold, or will they sell into the market? We will see. Looking 90 days out, of course, we've got after we get through these two big candles, we've got a lot of low candles. So yeah, these two big candles, the 14th and the 17th of May, and then we've got relatively low candles all the way up until the 16th of July, which is quite a while. So we've got a good chance of, with good burnings on a number of protocols, to getting some good price appreciation potentially. So that's kind of good news. So kind of cool. So let's quickly check mFenix. mFenix here at 001724, looking pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's go back to the burn here. So let's go back to the dashboard at the moment. So cool. Dashboard supply. Nice. So 165 there million on the Fenix supply so far. Pretty cool. I think we'll leave it at that. And what's the reward? Reward down here. So that's cool. 165, reward at 349 so far. 3 weeks to go to get that. So you've got 3 weeks to get into that if you want to participate. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.